Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So I think we can all agree that Kirby is pretty darn adorable. Whether he's battling it out with Meta Knight, or he's working at a fast food gig to fund his gacha machine addiction, Kirby is always cute. Well, in Kirby's latest adventure, Kirby and the Forgotten Land, his cuteness takes on quite a number of different forms with the new Mouthful mode, which is essentially Kirby inhaling a bunch of various items and taking their shapes and abilities. And these abilities range from things that are simple and to the point, to things that are downright meme-worthy.
I wrote a blog post a while ago about why I f***ing hate video games, because this is what it does. It appeals to like the male fantasy.
So anyways, after having such a fun time playing Kirby and the Forgotten Land, I thought I'd rank all of the Mouthful modes from worst to best, in my opinion at least. Also, just a heads up, there will be some spoilers for things throughout the game, but with that, let's go! Starting things off, we have Storage Mouth Kirby, where Kirby inhales a storage locker. You can't move around while in this Mouthful mode, and instead pretty much use this as an ability to bring down the storage locker to unveil a path or a secret of some sort. There's even a situation where Kirby brings down a whole wall, which, I mean, that's gotta take some serious core strength. Does that mean Kirby has abs? I wonder what that looks like. Next up, we have Dome Mouth Kirby, and this one is very similar to Storage Mouth Kirby in that you can't move around while having this ability, and instead it's used to open up a container holding a secret. I almost wish there was a little more to this one, like being able to walk around with the lid of the container after the fact or something like that, and just bonk your enemies with it. But given that that isn't the case, Dome Mouth Kirby needs to stay towards the bottom of the list. At number 12, we have Scissor Lift Mouth Kirby, which involves Kirby inhaling an on-the-rails lift where you can move from side to side while elevating up to a maximum height to knock away enemies or to reach a secret. And this kind of reminds me of the Root guys from the Wooded Kingdom in Super Mario Odyssey. It's a fun little ability, but again, its limitations with movement being stuck to a certain area keep it here at the 12 spot. Now we have Pipe Mouth Kirby, where Kirby becomes a giant runaway pipe that is smashing everything in its path. This is another ability that essentially puts you on the rails, and all you can really do is time your jumps to leap over gaps, as well as try to aim what you are smashing into. At number 10, we have Cone Mouth Kirby, where as you might have guessed, comes from Kirby inhaling a traffic cone, and can now waddle his way around and ground pound cracks in the floor to break open secrets around that area. You can also ground pound various cracked pipes to have water shoot out of them to send you flying up the air to help you navigate some of the areas. Coming in at number 9, we have Vending Mouth Kirby, where Kirby takes on the role as your local vending machine and can now shoot out soda cans at enemies and obliterate them with the sheer force of a Dr. Pepper. I personally think Kirby is just doing this to hack the system and not have to overpay for vending machine soda, but honestly, wouldn't we all if we were in his position? Now at number 8, we have Archmouth Kirby, which allows Kirby to soar through the air like a giant frisbee. This ability comes with a dedicated section and levels that requires you to swiftly navigate through the air, avoiding enemies and objects all around you. While it's similar to other abilities we've seen so far in that your movement is limited in a specific way, I actually enjoyed how this ability spiced up some of the levels it was present in. For number 7, we have Roller Coaster Mouth Kirby, which is where you essentially become a coaster cart and are now riding a roller coaster, which is such a fun and creative idea, which similarly to the Archmouth Kirby creates a section to a couple levels that spices things up. Unfortunately, all you can do is change the direction you want the coaster cart to be tilting, but still, riding the Kirby coaster is pretty cool. Coming in at number 6 is Stairs Mouth Kirby, which might be one of the more cursed looking ones in the game, at least to me. Just something about a Kirby stairs just doesn't sit well with me. But anyways, as Stairs Mouth Kirby, you can fall on and smash your enemies, but its real purpose is for puzzle solving. Most of the more interesting puzzles to me in this game involve the stairs ability, and that's why I have it as high as I do on this list. Now into the top 5, at number 5 is Ring Mouth Kirby, where Kirby stretches himself out over a circle and can now blow a huge gust of wind to take out enemies, and send a gust of wind towards fans that'll help to navigate certain levels. One other cool thing about this power-up is they can get on a boat Wind Waker style and use your air blast to shoot across the water and annihilate anything in your path. At number 4, we have Water Balloon Mouth Kirby, and here Kirby sucks up as much water as he can take and becomes a giant water balloon that can spray out water to clean up the areas Mario Sunshine style, or to obliterate any enemies in the area. You move around really slowly, but that's offset by all the jiggly adorableness Kirby has obtained through this power-up. Coming in at number 3, we have Light Bulb Mouth Kirby, which involves Kirby inhaling a light bulb and can now light up his immediate surroundings, which comes in handy when navigating dark levels. We've seen this gimmick done before throughout video games with the whole limited vision in the dark thing, and it's done well yet again here. I will admit that I have a lot of love for this power-up since it's a big part of one of my favorite levels in the game, Invasions at the House of Horrors, but it's still a cool power-up that deserves to be in the top 3. Now at the runner-up spot at number 2, we have Carmouth Kirby, and I mean, what else is there to say that hasn't been said already about Kirby? It was our first introduction to the Mouthful modes, and it's as fun to use in the game as it is meme-worthy. You become a car and are now blasting your way through items and enemies across the various circuits you will encounter on your journey through the Forgotten Land. It's tons of fun, and there's only one very similar Mouthful mode that tops it. And at the top spot, we have Big Rig Mouth Kirby, which is only used at the end of a certain boss fight. You become a freaking semi-truck and are blasting through chunks of land while flying across buildings that are falling out of the sky, and that all culminates in a Kamehameha battle in the sky, again, as a freaking semi-truck. Wait a minute, is this still Kirby, or am I watching a sneak peek of the next Fast and Furious movie? But anyways, it's a pretty awesome sequence, and that alone for me puts it at the top spot. But those were just my rankings. Comment down below on what some of your favorite Mouthful modes are. Also, what are your thoughts on Kirby and the Forgotten Lands? Be sure to give this video a like, because one like equals one more time Kirby will show off his six-pack, and be sure to subscribe for more videos in the future. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.